It's F1 Manager time for round 2 of Create a Team Career Mode. So going straight into the weekend prep, 21st or higher with both cars, because one of them is going to fail it anyway.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're on the shores of the Red Sea in the shade of Jeddah's skyscrapers. This might be a dream setting, but as we know, in Formula One, not all dreams come true. Red Bull finished in first place in the last race, with another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes. Can they pick up any more silverware for their cabinet this weekend? Stay with us then for what should be an exciting weekend.
Going into practice 1, P21, P22 on the soft compound tyres, didn't really show much pace, didn't really try to show much pace. As Paolo Award gets 5th place, fair enough. 20th and 21st, Behrman ahead of Lawson, which isn't happened often in this career mode, as Sargent crashed. And practice 3 ended with both cars in the pit lane, Lawson 100% setup confidence, Behrman 95, 21st, 22nd, 197% driver confidence as we head into qualifying for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Our weekend continues with qualifying, as the drivers fight it out for a strong grid position.
Jeddah's high-speed street circuit is rather prone to yellow and red flags during qualifying, as drivers and walls often meet. Strategists will be looking for the perfect gap, but need to make sure drivers get their lap in.
Now, we've got the Haas driver there. Karun, how are they going to be feeling today?
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride. Okay, so heading into turn 1 here. Oh, and the car with a nasty crash into the barrier. And that's a tough one to take for both.
So who's going to tell Russell that you don't have to crash and you can avoid a barrier? Anyway, starting our first laps in Q1. As we start them now. This should be our first of 2 runs. Currently 19 and 25 seconds off the pole lap. That's because we've done a lap on Inters to try and get driver confidence. And that's a Williams in Lawson's way straight at turn 1, basically ruining his lap. Meaning his lap is going to amount to absolutely nothing. Yeah, we're not really showing much promise. Obviously, we're not going to score points because that's just how it goes. So this race and these first few videos will be quite quick. We won't simulate races though, because I don't want to do that, because then that just ruins my whole video. So yeah, coming through the final chicane, the tight, twisty, technical part of the lap that opens up to 2 very long straights in the back end of the lap with a tight chicane and a 90-degree left-hander. Green for both drivers, but obviously you're going to beat a lap on Inters. Lawson is going to come up to the line. What's it going to be? Goes P17. Behrman across the line. Doesn't beat Lawson. But with 1 minute to go, Lawson currently ahead of Behrman. Getting just a slight toe off of Ferrari. Not sure it will work in the corners, but time is time, I guess. If you can gain some time, you might as well do. As Russell, I don't think has come out since he's got that wing damage, so he believes his initial lap time is good enough. I want to see one of our cars potentially get into Q2, but when you have a second to gain to guarantee yourself into Q2, it's not going to happen. But maybe that Lawson's actually slower after getting blocked. And so is Behrman, I believe. No, Behrman's actually quicker. Behrman's quicker than Lawson as we start to speed it up. Times 2 speed, coming through the chicane, right left, then towards this chicane, left right, very high speed. Lawson yellow, Behrman green. Looks like Behrman might outqualify Lawson here as they come round the final corner up towards the line. What's it going to be? Slow it down a bit just because we look like we're we look like a normal car on 110 speed. I think what it is, the lack of pace, is all the extra weight the game puts on at the start. So with the first initial upgrades, we're going to have to turn the weight down as much as we can, because realistically these drivers will crash anyway.
Oh, okay.
And after having live streamed Japan on Twitch, Mega Gamer 8888 on Twitch, go follow. I think we might have to make the car carbon fibre to have any chance. So yeah, I'm going to go stream soon actually. Bearman 21st, Lawson 22nd, as we head into the Grand Prix on Sunday.
The drivers are getting ready here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights.
Jeddah street circuit certainly makes the high speeds of F1 racing a thrilling affair. But even a world champion can be caught out in between the narrow walls, just as Max Verstappen found out in 2021.
Jeddah Corniche circuit is hot and high-powered, demanding speed for the straights and a high grip level through corners that are tight to the barriers. Starting tyre choices will be crucial here, with teams ever mindful of opportunities that a safety car could give. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
So the strategies then: Lawson, aggressive stint on softs, aggressive stint on mediums, and a balanced stint on mediums in the middle. Bearman, soft, medium.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. A chance to see just what Charles Leclerc can achieve here.
Second row of the grid lining up third. That's a
It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And indeed it is lights out and away we go, and we can't really hear much from this Helicam. Going on board with Liam Lawson, as he's nowhere near anyone heading into turn 1. Hopefully he can try and dive bomb some people. No, he's just going to sit back here with Ollie Bearman, as they are currently keeping on turn 2. That's a kick car off. Lawson then gets Bearman. Bottas overtakes Bearman. Bearman tries to fight back in the car.
Now look, here we head into turn 2. The gap opens up for them.
We just have no power down the straight with this extra weight, I think, which might be due to our paint, which might mean we have to strip it off.
And that move puts them in 21st.
And Bottas soon gets Lawson, so now we're last and second last again.
Is the engine okay?
As Logan Sargent is suffering a mechanical issue. And Alonso fighting. And Alonso is put in the wall by his teammate. And Alonso not very happy about that, and understandably not very happy about that. The race highlights are just going to be replay, as Sargent is now complaining no power down the straight, as we have a virtual safety car anti-box Lawson. And Alonso's crashed. Alonso has stacked it, so clearly the heat got to him, and he's permanently stacked it into the barrier, and that's his Grand Prix over and done with, as we're going to bring both the cars in. Lawson 2.9, Bearman 2.7, 2 quick stops, potatoes, Lawson out, P20, Bearman P21. That's probably where we're going to be for the rest of the Grand Prix. As virtual safety car ends on lap 13.
Take a look here.
Back to the replay.
Now here we are going into turn 22.
And here's Kevin Magnussen. What does he do?
The brakes couldn't cope, and they'll need to be mindful of the effect that had on the tyres.
Tyre barrier, but gets pretty close to it. And there's a red flag. Red flag on this lap for Yuki Tsunoda. So Magnussen went off. And Tsunoda decided to put himself in the bin.
Mate.
Not good. I think sorry mate is the least I should say. Stacking
Race here
like
resumes as
anyway,
we get back underway.
I think the strategy will be the same over the medium
It's lights out, and away we go.
Lights out. We start Lawson fighting Sargent, who's got a mechanical issue. Lawson's going to get him off the exit of the corner. Behrman's going to get Sargent on that.
The action starts as the cars tackle turn
Sargent's
18.
going to fight back and overtake him.
And they squeeze by.
Ollie Behrman round the outside into the chicane, proving his class, like he showed in the Ferrari.
Well, yeah,
here in
right.
real life.
It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
He was up to P20. Now Logan Sargent decides he's going to go for it. Oh no, he hasn't actually gone for it. Sonoda's out. Oh yes, we get in position. Right, Ollie Behrman's been overtaken by Sargent. Going to try and get Sargent back down the main straight, which he does, clears him, overtakes him, and all this is helping Lawson get away from P18. That is good. Now we're starting to speed the race up because we are literally just fighting for nothing. Just making sure the strategy is complete and hopefully getting as many points as we can in the pit stop championship, because that will provide us cash monies for next season. And at this point in the season, I hadn't even checked the facilities. So at this point, I didn't even know half the facilities weren't built. I think they'd all come as default built. So yeah, we may be slow now, but we will start cooking soon. So yeah, make sure to watch the next race that we do, which will be China.
You ready?
Well, you can go back and watch Japan and Australia. There's not much in the spoiler that. And yeah, we're coming down through in P18 and P19 at the moment. There's Hulkenberg's bit and Sargent's overtaking them both. Now at P15, P17, now we're getting nosebleeds going inside. And we're going to come pit on that 34 with Lawson. So it'll be next lap we pit. As you can see here, we pit for mediums. Confirm next lap. And I think we'll do the same with Behrman. Pit next lap. It shouldn't hold them up. They should have just enough of a gap. Well, they should have more than enough of a gap actually. 52 to 58. There should be about 6 seconds in between them as they come round, and hopefully no next lap they're into the pits. There's a little Suiga there on the old slow down button. Come through the corners. We're not actually getting the say that, we instantly lose the space to Bottas. Trying to speed it, get on the cockpit cam. Coming into the pit lane with 10 laps to go. Soft's absolutely knackered.
And down in the pits. Oh, that's a slow one.
Into the pits we go. Old tyres, new tyres, 2.7 and 2.6. 9th in the pit stop championship. And Ollie Behrman's pit stop is, we'll never know in the pit stop championship until we go into the standings, which will be on that one, and the time screen is P4. No, in the pit stop championship at the moment. As we come through the final corners. 15 laps to go at this point in the Grand Prix. Hamilton comes into the pit lane. We're just going to skip to the end of the Grand Prix, hoping that something will happen, but I doubt anything will. Got quite a bit of spare fuel due to the red flag. Safety car has been deployed with quite a few laps to go. Zhou Guanyu decided to run out of talent into the final corner. Safety car comes in, trying to get Sargent. 8 laps to go. Liam Lawson goes past lap 43.
Watch Magnussen.
Kevin Magnussen has an off because
That's where they.
he's Kevin Magnussen. And Ollie Behrman on lap 43 with DRS goes past Logan Sargent. And we get our best finish of the season at the moment, P16. And P17, baby steps. The team is always going forward.
It's been a long race, but there's Kevin Magnussen coming back.
It's a P18 finish, and let me assure you, no one wants to find themselves down there.
And with that, the Sainz name remains engraved in F1 history.
Their first win of the season, and the team looking on will be very proud, I'm sure.
And finally now, the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
Okay then, and a big thank you to everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
Carlos Sainz P1, fair play, won the race. Max Verstappen down 4 places to 6th. George Russell down quite a few in the Drivers' Championship. Alpine up quite a few. We get 9th in the DHL Fast Pit Stop Championship. Decide to scout Alex Albon as a possible driver for next season, which we might try and hire soon. Underfloor upgrades. Try and poach him off Williams, because that's a new feature in this game. Well, AI can poach off you. 32 days, 4 underfloors, get them on with the new spec, and then quickly rushing through the upgrades, designing new side pods to help the extra weight, because they're a big factor with the weight, and take as much weight as we can afford to off, because I don't want to be developing parts every race. So that will do. I've noticed, try and go all the way to the left on the weight slider if you can. That should be on for China. Design new chassis. That will do. Chassis is quite a big upgrade. Just making sure everything is an improvement rather than decrease in some roles. That should come on for China as well. And then we spend an insane amount of money on the facilities, just trying to build, get a team, get more team attractiveness, and just build the team forward constantly. And hopefully, as we improve, more drivers and more staff will be likely to join us, and hopefully we can begin to build the car, develop the team, because I think I'd rather hire good staff than good drivers first. But anyway, I'll see you next time out down under. Goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe.